good. He's really good.
My fault. Let me get it together. Tayanga! Pogoshiba! Alright, I'm together. Annyeong, Loibnida.
I'm Nick.
Y'all see what we here for, Army. Tay, slow dancing, the first take. I don't even got no talk for this.
Yeah, we obviously, you wasn't here when we had an opportunity to talk about it, because basically we used the ceremony video to kind of talk about everything and shit. It's funny, Shine them said he was like Jim and them. He's like they whole different niggas.
With the cuts,
and shit like that. So you wasn't here. Do you like their approach? How they kind of went about it and shit? Just everybody kind of almost, especially telling just winning all.
Yeah, the last word let's just go, and then so pretty much we got the countdown. Jen will be back by my around my birthday.
Drop him something too. I think.
Yeah, I think he's going to do his music. Yeah. So he'll be back. Hobie will be back in September. Yoongi will be back December, I think. So, or maybe next year, early next year. So, you know what I'm saying? And then the guys, they'll be back mid next year.
Mm-hmm. So, wonder how fast everything is going to be, because they kept saying 2025. It's kind of
this Gen Time flew. Like I said, he'll be 5 months. He'll be back. So that tells you how quick everything flies and stuff. I just wonder how different
the landscape
the IO world is going to be. I wonder if it's going to be on some save us type shit, or yo, y'all back, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Army and us, we're going to be there. We're going to be there regardless. I just wonder how different the landscape of music in general. Then the non-music stuff, which I'm not going to boggle down here, but all the conflicts and everything going on, it just doesn't make it any easier. But
we'll say Army, BTS, they probably set the table good enough for them to have success regardless of what else is going on in the world. Mm-hmm. I should probably say it like that. Like you said, I think maybe if you only Army, you might feel like they save music kind of regardless when they drop. But if you're a multi-stan, I think you're probably going to be on the tight time. I argued that, if hip-hop loses kind of 3 people right now, it's probably just going to, kind of crumble and fall apart. K-pop seems like it's in very good hands, whether it's younger groups or older groups debuting and everything. And BTS, in my opinion, is just kind of bigger than K-pop, so it's just, they're global phenomenons that have just kind of dropped. But you do raise questions.
I don't think the interest is dying. And we talked about this before, even when the conversations first came up, and I was like, yo, they're going to go. Mm-hmm. I can kind of tell by how they were talking. I'm like, they're about to go, and then of course they announced that they were going. But I said, I don't think it's going to be this doom and gloom thing that people think it is or whatever like that. I just think it's more so things change. That's how life works. You know what I'm saying? Things change. Nothing is going to be the same. Nothing is going to,
especially music.
Yeah, with music is so.
That should have changed in 2 months.
With this being cyclical, the only thing that's constant is change. So,
Yeah. So but it is going to be interesting just because BTS are definitely in that category too. Of it's almost like Drake or Beyonce effect. If let's say they come out and it's they comeback is December 5th, 2025 or something like that. Mm-hmm. If you or other idol groups, do you we got to stay away from that comeback time? Mm-hmm. Especially depending on the drop, because I think me and you had caught flack for that before when we was talking about the whole Best Is Yet to Come when they dropped that, or Yet to Come versus Run. And we just was both songs are fire. One song just kind of would have a little bit more wheels to where people would play that shit.
I
even
say that Yet to Come, it just didn't appeal to me because I hadn't been a fan. I had only been a fan for an Army for by that time 6 months or something. So not even a full 6 months. Yeah. So I'm like that one wasn't gonna hit me. And those slower songs where it's more so reflecting on something. I can't reflect on what I didn't experience yet. Now that I'm about 3 years into it, it's a lot different. So I feel nostalgia for shit that I didn't experience now because I'm a lot longer. They're a part of my life now and everything. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit different. I still don't like Yet to Come, but so yes.
Yeah, it was a good.
I knew Run BTS was gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if a song, whatever song they had that was upbeat and kind of like that was going to be the one that really, you know, bolstered that project or whatever. So.
Yeah. Plus, one can argue like that's like a top 3 choreography from them. It's so many kind of elements.
Yeah.
That go like, you know, into that, and that's why you asked the interesting question, because it makes me just think, what's the when we come back, we hitting them with like this, like, you know what I mean? And it's just, I wonder what this is to them,
because like you gotta they did a great job of staying hip to like the sound that was out, which is really what they did with YALL. They started getting hip to like the sounds that were out currently and said, okay, we're gonna do our own thing, but we're gonna have our sound with this. And then if you look at every comeback, everything's kind of like on par with what's going on, but just with their own special twist, and that's what makes them so great. The I Need You and Run is all EDM, but like with a real soulful approach to it. You got bangers like Dope, Fire, you know what I'm saying, Bapsay, then Blood, Sweat, and Tears, that whole Moombahton kind of Bieber Sorry vibe, but they really took the Tropical House, they really took it up a notch.
The vast knowledge and the vast, like I said, knowledge with production and just music that they have. Because even so, like, you know, we love Make It Right and shit, and there's a lot of edisms in them. But they'll take something like that and then turn it into like their own thing, and conceptually like really be talking about something too. Exactly. So where sometimes, like you said, during that EDM era too, when, you know, Run and I Need You drop, there was a lot of fluff songs that kind of just, you know.
And the thing is, they didn't use it like that kind of EDM. They said no, like really, you know, pound this and layer it over the drums and stuff. And that's why, you know, it ended up being my favorite songs. I'm like, you took something that people were doing and made it your own, and, you know, just kind of made me look at the other stuff away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think both those songs in particular too help, like, I don't want to say like with your anxiety. Yeah. It's kind of like the songs build up and kind of like
you feel like a story's being told
with the production too. So, you know, they do a great job in that. So I know this is about V, and we probably just went off a little bit, but I'm interested with all that. You weren't here clearly to talk about like all the V stuff and everything. Maybe we'll have like a light conversation like when we're done and shit. But I knew going into V's album exactly what I was going to get, and what I will say is I got exactly that and a little bit more. Some of the songs were actually still neo soul, but more like upbeat than I thought he was going to go, and I thought it was perfect for him. It just was a vibe, and you know, I liked it. Yeah, we'll jump into it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is my first time seeing this one.
I watched the Tiny Desk.
He smoked the Tiny Desk, man. Shout out to some brothers and sisters he had in there too.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah. よろしくお願いします。行こうか。
Okay, so I set the production on myself. It's cool.
It's about time we get it straight. Give me a minute if it ain't too late. 대충 우리가 나봐, babe. And keep만 해 진짜 버티기가 이만큼 힘든데. Stay with me till the end of the day. Maybe until the
I love the instrumental break on this joint.
Right, we got Smoothie J on the guitar.
All right now.
All right, now. That's how you know he real soul though. Some artists be afraid to let that beat in the production kind of go.
That's the thing, we used to ask for that all the time. We're like, yo, he actually did it on his. Oh, this is a Japanese joint.
Yeah, I think that's I
first
think
take is a
I think
Japanese
all the
joint.
first take Jones are, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. Before we jump into everything, too, first off, make sure y'all subscribe. Jump on the Patreon for more content. It's very interesting. Just listening to him, like kind of going shit, it does make you appreciate BTS in the sense of, I really like that all 7 members have like their own unique sound, their own unique feel, completely different artists. But what's crazy about them is like, this doesn't define who V is. I felt like, we've heard him, obviously, bassy on like a whole bunch of other things. We've heard his falsetto. We've heard him like do like a lot of like head voice and things. And we've heard him feel comfortable in every asset of everything. I don't think you a real big fan of like Jump though and shit like that.
It's crazy. It grew on me a little bit.
But I wanted more of that and shit just because he has like, most of the times when I think groups have a voice like V, they particularly use it for rap.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, like, they actually use it more, for the baritone purposes of like an old school, like, R&B group or something like that. And it fits very well. But when he jumps in like those rap pockets, I be wanting to hear more of that because he has a voice kind of set up for that. But yeah, I just think it's amazing when you have like all them people who specialize in certain things, but it doesn't define them. And with V, I didn't mind the approach that he took on the album with everything, just because I actually wanted him to get that clip off. I feel like he probably got another clip of that. And I feel like as an artist, he's probably going to end up having one of those albums that are going to be wound up more pop central or digging into like different things and shit like that. He actually was the one that I wanted to hear like the Erykah Badu feature with. And a Jeannie Aiko.
You took the words. I was saying Janae Jones.
Like artists like that and shit. Imagine V with SZA, or just kind of like those type of names. And it's not saying like he needs anybody, but his voice and his style would blend so well with so many different people. I'm interested to kind of see that. But I was talking about how you feel.
Nah, you kind of hit it on the nail. I definitely, as far as like the Layover project. Some of the songs were what I expected. The one surprise was, or the two surprises were this and For Us, which I wish For Us was a little bit longer.
Love For Us.
I wish that was a little bit longer, especially like how he ended it. I'm like, damn, bro, that could have been a little bit longer. But and because I don't think he went like on a tour or anything like that for this, so it was just like Tiny Desk and this and a few more appearances and everything. So I wonder if that kind of played a part into it as well. It's just because like it seemed like he was out enjoying himself before completing the album and everything like that. It seemed like all of them were out enjoying themselves during this time, like before they went in and everything, because they didn't have to really do the BTS thing where they're all together and everything like that. So I kind of get it, and it's not like they can't release anything, going forward or whatever like that, because obviously RM, his Indigo was his first album, but it was like his third or fourth solo project. Mm-hmm. So
same with Hope, same with
Sugar. That was his third project. Mm-hmm. Hobie, that was his second project or whatever like that. So I think the guys can kind of do whatever they want, or they find new ways of like, hey, do I even want to really do like solo stuff? Because you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I kind of got, because Layover feels more like a cool little playlist. Mm-hmm. Like a cool, like just vibe music for whatever, whatever. Like you drinking some wine, just chilling in the house or something like that. That's what Layover registers as to me. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, as I listen to it. So I didn't really like feel the way like, what the fuck, Tay? Oh my god, this shit is a disappointment. No, like
it's funny you mentioned that too, because clearly on one of the festas we've heard Tay in particular talking to RM and was just like, he kept throwing out music, mm-hmm. or that he was just sitting on music and not trying to move shit around. And I know RM's advice was like, just drop.
Bro, just drop some music. Yeah.
Like just drop. And it's crazy too, because I felt that way too. Sometimes I hate feeling like people speak and trying to speak something into existence that maybe the artists don't want. Where it's like, yo, like I need a Jin project right now. Mm-hmm. If Jin don't feel like giving you a project, then it's not his. Now I like that Redeemers put me on shit, and Jin actually says he don't kind of never want to stop doing music. Yeah. And obviously now we know his project is going to be coming out, and then essentially, we've seen enough content now where a lot of the members just like, nah, like I really do want to just keep doing music, and I want to. After I'm done, dropping my shit, obviously go back into a group setting. Yeah,
it's probably like in the way that they do it, like dropping an album, mm-hmm. having to go on a press release, on a tour, promo tour, and everything. Like, look, the way JK did it is clear indicative of, I want to be a global pop star. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The way Sugar did it, I want to have my niche or my indie audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I think it was all Army there, but obviously, let's say they just. Yoongi biases or whatever like that. I want to play for who I play for like that. I'll go on a little tour, do this and that, but I'm not going to do like a whole bunch of like the frills and
his shit a little bit different too, because he's actually in the mix with other people in Chicago and random studios, mm-hmm. doing shit. So he seems to, from the outside looking in, him and RM definitely seem like they kind of talk to more people and be out and about a little bit. And
rap line in general honestly mm-hmm. feels like more of the we gonna do this thing like this. Rap line and JK, whereas mm-hmm. Jimin and V feel like vibes. We gonna do this like vibe. We gonna treat this like a vibe and just something enjoyable.
I did like how Jimin handled his rollout and everything mm-hmm. too, and the success that came from his stuff too, whatever. Because to me, that kind of screams a lot too, just to be like, yo, I'm gonna do a track with NLE Chopper and Kodak Black. Yeah. I'm gonna jump on Taeyang shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm then my rollout come, I don't know if that was the first number one ever, was it?
You got Korean
from
artists,
him by Korean artists and shit. So technically, like he's the first, number one and shit, and kind of like his rollout and everything. So he said, I enjoy how each of them had like a rollout, and that's why I'm kind of waiting to see what Jin rollout is going to be.
I feel like Jin might be the most Korean focused.
I think so too. I think it's
more ballads. Might be the more Korean focused and. Like that's the demo where he really, wants
what if this shit all pop? What if he just like throw you off?
That'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That would be really crazy or whatever. Like
I like when he jump in them pockets. Like the joint with him and V. The definitely not. What's the joint?
It's definitely you.
It's definitely you. When they get into shit like that, it kind of feel like that.
That's my shit. Yeah, I love that.
No, that's my shit. Like, and I like that. And I think obviously Army is definitely going to support a lot. Everyone has going on. But when you look at shit like Super Tuna, and it's just like he was like, please don't go viral. It was just like, but yeah, he smoked this. Like you said, I watched the Tiny Desk and everything too. This is his element.
I feel like he's the.
Barry White.
I'm not a fan of Frank Ocean as an artist or vocally. You know what? No, he's not Frank. He reminds me more kind of like like a blend between Frank Ocean and Steve Lacy.
Oh, okay.
Like aesthetically,
I like Steve Lacy.
Steve Lacy's my guy, and I love the internet in general. Steve Lacy and shit, but V seems more aesthetically Steve Lacy, but kind of like takes the approach of a Frank Ocean, where like, I'm gonna drop this little vibe project. I'm not about to do all this extra frills and press and all this stuff like that to promote it. Like I said, or at least for this project, it seemed like I said, he could come out a completely different dude out the military, come back, yo, we don't want everything, dog. We going diamond. You're like, oh shit, V. So for this project, or at least the vibe I'm getting and everything like that, he just seems kind of like a lo-fi. I like modeling and doing my collabs with that stuff. I like being able to kind of drop music at my leisure. He seems like a leisure artist, more of, yo, I'm trying to change the world to be the #1 artist style. I love when I make my BTS music, but for this right here, just relax, just vibe with this. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So I take it for how the guys deliver it. So.
What's crazy is I love again. I can't see nobody else.
Yeah.
If that was a little bit more high tempo,
yeah,
I felt like that could have easily been like a 200, 300 M.
That's one of my grabs. He doesn't have a like an up tempo, so everything's kind of just mid and slow. So mid tempo, that is not mid like it's bad. Mid tempo and slow, and I think he would be better suited if he had at least just like one kind of up tempo song or kind of upbeat song to kind of break the monotony, or like do it a little different. But like I said, I feel like he dropped the project the way he did was because one, he didn't really want to go on like a press tour or anything like that. Nor did he,
which is crazy because he still did a lot of shit for it.
Yeah, he did the shows, like
shows,
he did
Tiny Desk,
the way it was released and stuff like that. Which I mean, he did the Tiny Desk in Korea, so if he came over here, that would be a different story. But he did the Tiny Desk in Korea. So
I get you though. He didn't want to do the rollout because
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I was about to say the biggest rollouts felt like J.K., Suge, Jimin. Like you said, the Jimmy Fallons. Suge literally went on tour. Like you know what I mean. J.K. rollout. Madison Square Garden.
Dog. Like he had four features from prominent American artists: Lotto, Harlow, JT, and Usher. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like that's, and like you said, he went everywhere. He just didn't go on a tour because he.
I don't feel like he missing something else. He DJ Snake and all them type dudes too.
Oh, and he did the song with Youngboy with Kid Laroi
and Kid Laroi and Central C and them. So his rollout was massive. But yeah, that's my feelings on here. I kind of wanted to steal you one more thing because I wanted your thoughts on something.
What?
Wanted your thoughts on the Usher joint on the track.
Like right now, you want to know it?
No. I wanted to look at it. And
okay, yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Like that. Just because it's ironic he did the track with Usher. The only non-K-pop stuff on here was your joint that you wanted with Usher and CV. That's actively on our channel.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that's ironic. But yeah,
that's still blocked.
Yeah, but then you can go on Patreon to take a look at it. But nah, this was fire. More content like this coming soon. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're definitely going to be doing the Golden Review. We technically didn't do V either.
I'm all for it.
We technically didn't do V because what happened is Jericho almost came out and was just like, he didn't call V trash, but he just was like, it doesn't connect with him and shit. And then when I started playing songs, I think I played Love Again or something else. He was like, all right, this shit kind of fire.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you just, I was like, I'm never one to kind of force music on somebody, but like, the nigga is talented. Like, just kind of give it a chance to like click and like, you'll see what's up. But yeah, we didn't get a chance to do that. So you actually going to be around for those two album reviews and shit. So I'll let you know when we're going to do them, and we'll probably do a breakdown and just, do our thing. But yeah, more content like that coming soon. Make sure you guys jump on the Patreon. We love you. We're going to holler at y'all. Peace.
No.